Hello, comrades. Me and Raven are gonna give our little commentary on this new article on North Korea. It's called Inside North Korea, Forbidden Photos Taken Inside Kim Jong-un's Secretive State. Sounds
Yeah,
very promising.
how many times have we heard a fucking title like that? Like,
Yeah, I think this is new. I mean, I just heard about it, and it like all the things on the site say stuff about 2016. So I think it's new, but it doesn't say when it was published.
yeah, yeah, I can't see a date either.
But yeah, um, it's one of those articles that, I mean, sort of similar to the one that we already covered. Like what was it, 27 forbidden or 27 smuggled photos or something.
Shocking photos or something.
What was the name of the guy who took those photos?
I don't remember. Wasn't it like a Swedish guy or something? Or am I thinking of someone else?
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm just wondering if it's the same guy who took these.
Yeah, a lot of this is from like Americans who go there and they just like make shit up in their head about what they think is actually going on.
Yeah, so if you look at the first picture, like, do you have anything to say about that?
I mean, like,
It's a guy looking at some women.
we're mopping something up off the floor that they might have dropped or something. I mean, we don't know the context of this picture. Like, they're just mopping something up with a broom. Like, what the fuck is the big deal? Like,
Yeah, it looks like they're cleaning something. They have like rubber gloves on and sort of rubber things protecting their sleeves. I mean, at least one of them.
yeah.
And they have a bucket. So I guess they're cleaning something up. How
Yeah.
horrible. Yeah, it says the picture says, or the text under it says, a photographer has risked detention to smuggle a series of stunning images of everyday life taken in the secretive state of North Korea. Michael, uh, I can't
Stunning.
I can't pronounce the guy's name. Michael Hunewich
Unowitz or something? Yeah.
captured the photographs he knew Kim Jong-un would not want you to see during a trip to the country before sneaking them out on hidden memory cards.
Here, I'm gonna look up this Michael guy real quick.
Above,
See what's
women
going on.
sweep the street under the watchful eye of a soldier. Okay, I mean, they sweep the streets. That's nice.
Oh yeah, all of this guy's pictures are from North Korea. He's not even like a renowned photographer or anything like that. But yeah,
You know, I think something that was like a common theme with socialist countries was that they were typically pretty clean and pretty safe, and they probably had more people cleaning things because, they had full employment. So, it makes sense. Like, you need to employ everyone. So, like, what's the thing that everyone always says? Like, oh, we should just force these lazy bums who don't want to get a job. We should just force them to like clean up streets or something. Well, I mean, that's what they're doing. So
I mean like
it's suddenly
even
horrible.
even if they're not even working, what if they're just cleaning something up off the road that they saw on the road? Like, you know what I mean? Like most people would just clean something up if it's in the way, and like just be courteous. So, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, there's really no point to this picture. It's just like, look, people are working and there's a soldier there, so it's obviously horrible
yeah.
Stalinism or something.
But I mean, like, the thing is, like, there's soldiers everywhere in North Korea, so it's like, what, like, people act so surprised when they see them. It's like, yeah, they need a big army so they won't be fucking invaded by U.S. imperialism. Like,
It's weird, like the US is the most militaristic country ever, but when someone else has lots of soldiers, it's bad.
yeah, it's horrible.
Okay, now there's a guy and then there's like a bunch of people with bikes.
Yeah,
Unlike the polished photographs peddled by the state-run news agency, Mr. Hunewich's images give a raw insight into a poverty-ridden country controlled by a dictator. Yeah, like, because you can totally like get all of
uh,
that from this picture.
yeah, like, what the hell? It's just, I mean,
It looks
maybe
pretty
it's
idyllic.
just the fact they have bicycles maybe scares some people. Be like, oh no, they don't have cars or whatever. But like, in any small country, they're gonna have lots of people on bicycles because it's a small country. So it's like, what the fuck? And it's just better for the environment too. So like, what's the big deal about using bicycles?
Yeah, I mean, in Western Europe, tons of people just use bicycles, especially like if they're in a, even in urban areas, because it's just, there's no parking space, and if you don't need to go too far to get to your job, then there's no point in having a car.
Yeah.
But it's like a poverty, what did it say? Raw insight into a poverty-ridden country. Like, sure, but this picture doesn't really indicate any kind of extreme poverty. Like, I was
Yeah.
just the other day, or like a week ago, I was helping my grandpa on his farm, and the road that goes from the main road to his farm looks exactly like this. But I suppose he's living in a poverty-stricken dictatorship or something.
I mean, hell, like there's a lot of roads in rural Massachusetts that look like that too. I mean, like I've delivered pizzas worse than that. I mean, like seriously, like that's not that bad of a dirt road right there. Like, so
Yeah, like I don't know about the US, but at least in Finland there's like tons of dirt roads. Like the road that I live on is not paved,
yeah, me either.
and I live in a pretty good area, so whatever. Like, ooh, it's horrible.
Yeah,
But is there like why do they have that gate thing there? It looks like something you would have if there's like a railroad crossing or something. But
yeah. I don't know. It looks like it might be some type of checkpoint, but like it might be like one of two things. It might be like the literal checkpoint from China into North Korea, or it might just be like a railroad crossing thing. I mean, I suppose it could be a military checkpoint, just like somewhere in the country, but I wouldn't see much point in that. Like,
yeah, or maybe it's just like a gate to the big collective farm or something, because it looks like a
yeah,
collective farm. But it doesn't even look bad. I mean, there's tons of like really like nice green crops growing, and there's pretty
yeah,
nice looking houses in the background.
yeah. There's nice houses in the background too. I mean,
Okay, well, what do you think about the next picture?
wow, it's two people talking. How fucking horrible. Like,
The text says that he traveled to North Korea via China in 2015 and was escorted by a tour guide, one of the conditions of being allowed to visit. So it's a
yeah.
Chinese tourist, I guess. Or
Oh,
wait,
okay.
is it talking about the guy who took the picture?
He traveled to North Korea via China too. No, I think it's just him telling the story. I don't think like the person in the picture is a Chinese tour guide.
Yeah, so it's talking about the guy who took the picture, like is who was escorted.
Yeah,
Okay, well, how odd.
yeah. I mean, what can we gain from this picture? Nothing. It's just two people talking to each other. Like,
Yeah, like he supposedly like risked his life smuggling these out of the country. There's like nothing weird going on.
yeah. I mean, like, just what do people think that like they're trying to prevent from getting out of their country? Like shit like this? Are you fucking serious? Like, you take a picture of two people just talking to each other next to a fucking road, and you're like, oh yeah, the North Korean government is so evil, they're not even gonna let that out. Like, what the hell? Like,
What is even this bullshit? Like they literally like deliberately sneak into the country under the guise of tourism, and then they take pictures and then use them to write shitty articles like this, and then they're like, oh, why are they so suspicious? Like, I mean,
yeah,
it's already been established that if you just like ask for permission and then go there, you can pretty much photograph whatever you want. I mean,
yeah. The next one, I don't really see what's like. We don't even know the context of this picture, but it looks like there's just a TV with like an old video of like Kim Il Sung up or something like that, and it's a lady with two wine bottles, wherever they are. I don't know.
hmm. Yeah, it says that Mr. Hunewich evaded his minder's watchful eye to take these photographs, which give a unique glimpse into North Koreans' everyday lives. It's like a waiter putting taking bottles to a table. Truly
Yeah,
unique glimpse into somebody's life.
the restaurant, like very unique.
Yeah, they're just getting like super lazy with this bullshit.
I know. I
Like,
mean, like, how, like, if your minder is watching you all the time, how the hell would you just randomly take, like, if, wouldn't they be like, hey, you're taking a picture right there behind that fucking column, wherever the fuck it is on the right? Like, that's not, like, they're trying to make it look like, oh, you had to, like, slide this under some shit and, like, hide it to take it or whatever. It's like, that's a pretty clear shot. Like,
yeah, they're just getting like super lazy because it's not like he didn't actually even risk his life, and he didn't actually like risk anything. He just took perfectly normal pictures, and then he's like, "Ooh, it was so dangerous."
yeah.
Okay, the next one is like people carrying something on the street.
It says some are pictured working in the fields while others are seen working in squeaky clean capital, Pyongyang. But like, so what?
Okay, so people are working.
They do the squeaky clean like streets thing as like an insult or some shit. Like that's what's so dumb about it. It's like, oh, these people are so clean. They're it's fucked up. Like,
Yeah, you know, if can you just imagine if it was the other way around? If it was like super dilapidated and like um there would be
yeah,
like blood and vomit and shit all over the streets and
yeah, kind of like in New York.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
the classic like when you go into a metro or something, it just smells like piss and vomit.
yeah,
In Pyongyang, probably doesn't,
yeah. I
which is
mean,
horrible.
yeah, awful. It's horrible. Like, it's ridiculous.
Hmm. Then there's a picture of some tourists at the statues.
Yeah, we've all seen this before. I mean, it's a monument in their capital. Like,
You know, a big thing seems to be that just like in the other article with the other pictures, it's basically just like there's nothing weird in the pictures themselves, but then they just engage in wild speculation in the text. Because it
yeah,
says that laptops are searched for the Hollywood film The Interview, a comedy about Kim Jong-un, which is banned in North Korea. Which is like, okay, maybe, but this picture has nothing to do with that.
that movie, by the way, I mean, I watched that when it came out, like pirated. That's the most racist fucking movie I've seen in a long time. Like, it is horrible. Like, just, I mean, I don't think that they actually gave a shit about the fact that it was coming out, but I mean, I would be offended as anyone, like, who's just watching that movie. Like, that's how horrible it was.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I do remember reading that like a bunch of South Koreans and Asians in general were just really mad about it.
Yeah, there was just a bunch of jokes about like, oh, like there's this one scene where they say Konishiwa or whatever, and it's like how this is so fucking racist. Like they're just making jokes like implying that there's no difference between different like Asian languages and cultures. It's like what the fuck?
Oh, right. Wow.
Yeah, here's another one that's like, how could he have taken this picture like hiding it? Like if the train was going really fast, like it would probably be blurred a little bit unless he has a really high quality camera. Otherwise, it's just like it looked like the train is stopped there, and there's just like lush fields and people on bikes on dirt roads.
Yeah, and it's not even remotely like weird in any way.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty nice picture, like for one thing, but there's nothing weird about it. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you could see similar things if you were in like Spain or
yeah,
even in like France or Germany. There's places like this.
yeah. And I mean, it's like, whoa, agriculture. Like, that's so fucked up.
Truly, Michael managed to steal this shot through a train window.
Yeah, just
Hmm.
trying to
I mean,
find.
this is literally like the kind of shit that you could put on a postcard,
Yeah.
but they're trying to
How do you
prevent him.
steal a shot through a train window though? Like, you're putting your camera up to the window and you're not supposed to be taking a picture supposedly, and then the minder's like, oh, that's cool. Like, It doesn't make any sense. Like they supposedly stole all these fucking pictures. Like,
Doesn't make any sense.
yeah, I mean they're obviously just regular pictures that they're using and then dubbing them with just ridiculous shit.
This next picture is a bit more interesting, but it's very revealing. Read the
Yeah.
caption under it.
The wide open streets of Pyongyang where car ownership is rare.
Like, can you see all those cars in the background?
Yeah.
Like they managed to get this picture where there's not a car like directly in front of them, and then they're like, "Ooh, car ownership is so rare."
And that's another thing, they're on that shit about North Korea being fucking like environmentally not as bad as like other places that they're just like, yeah, car ownership, they don't own cars. It's like, oh yeah, they don't pollute the shit out of the environment with having one vehicle per person. What a horrible fucking place. Like,
Yeah, and it's not even true. I mean, I just saw this one video where there's like a shit ton of cars in Pyongyang.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I've seen pictures where there's way more cars on the road. It's just, I mean, maybe this particular intersection is just not. I mean, or you just caught it when there's not that many cars in frame, but you can obviously see cars in the background. So,
Yeah, I think that like lots of these pictures are taken when it's like 10 o'clock in the morning, or it's midday when people are not really driving around.
yeah,
It's not like this, rush hour or whatnot. I mean, it's the exact same thing here. I don't know about the US, but at least in Finland, like if you go to like my town when it's like 10 o'clock in the morning, there's basically nothing happening.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it depends. Like where I live, like if you go like 7 or 8, that's when most people are going to work. But if you go like 10 or 11, like there's almost no cars gonna be on the highway. Like so,
Yeah, like when I um, went to my university, it's near the most busiest highway in Finland, and sometimes I would like arrive there at like 12 o'clock, um, basically midday, and I would just get out of the bus and I would walk over this bridge that basically goes over the busiest highway in the entire country, and there would be almost nobody driving on the road.
yeah,
So yeah, maybe like okay, they could make the criticism that it's not like Tokyo where there's like um, constantly just people everywhere, like the city that never sleeps, and like
yeah,
okay, maybe not, but who cares?
yeah, exactly.
I couldn't stand living in a place like that anyway.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a small country, small kind of a small city. I mean, sure, there's a couple of million people living there, but it's low population density, so
Yeah. And I mean, like, what environmentalists advocate is that we use less cars anyway. So, like, I don't even understand. Like it's just constantly attacking North Korea for that, for no reason. Like,
how dare they not be like these bourgeois fucks who just drive around in cars and like, okay,
like it's not a big country, like comparable like other countries. So it's, I mean, they're not gonna have as many cars anyway, regardless. Like, so
okay, what about the next one?
still
Rural
nothing.
life in the countryside.
Like you can see this in like Cambodia or any other
I
fucking
mean,
country. Like,
this looks like very pleasant.
yeah,
It's a nice view. All the buildings are look like they're in pretty good condition.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't get it.
yeah. It's like, I mean, yeah, it looks pretty nice in the background. I mean, I don't see anything that's like particularly like run down about this picture. So just, you know,
Yeah, but he clearly risked his life to take this,
yeah.
revealing some state secret. Okay, what's this next one about?
Can you imagine a CIA file on this stuff? It's like notes. They have fields and bridges and agriculture. It's like, shit.
Yeah, we have confirmed that they have roads and bikes and people. Hmm. Photograph of a customs form reveals what cannot be brought into the country. Well, what does it say?
Um,
I can't read that.
yeah,
Weapons? Does it say weapons,
I can kind of
ammunition?
read it. I can't read all of it. It's kind of hard to read. The print's pretty fucking small, so I mean, it doesn't look like anything out of the ordinary. Like,
GPS navigators, weapons, ammunitions,
yeah,
something about device. Can't read what device.
I don't know, name national. I mean, this is all normal stuff that you would have to fill out.
Like shit, you
Pro-
can't bring guns and ammunition into the country. Ooh.
yeah, can't what you're declaring. I mean, that's a very normal thing when you enter a country is they ask you what you're declaring, what you're taking in, what you're like going to be taking out if you've bought anything and you're going to be taking it to a new country. Like, that's not anything out of the ordinary whatsoever. So,
Yeah. Somebody just pointed out that I made this video about the Young Turks and about their stupid bullshit
yeah.
about the North Korea thing when the guy went there and tried to steal a flag and got arrested. Like, um, they were joking about how like there should be this form that people fill out, like, oh, I'm a tourist, or oh, I'm a spy who's trying to sabotage and undermine the North Korean government and whatnot. It's like somebody pointed out that the United States basically has that, and it's not a joke. It's real. Like they ask you, like, are you a member of a terrorist group or are you trying to assassinate the president?
Yeah.
But do they?
They also ask you if you ever have been a member of the Communist Party too. It's like two of the questions are related to the Communist Party. Like they don't even say which Communist Party. They just say the Communist Party.
Yeah, do they still ask that?
Yes, they still ask that.
Wow.
Like still, it's ridiculous.
What if you say yes?
I don't know. I mean, I would never fucking say yes, but
I mean, yeah, I'm just thinking like, if they find out that you're lying, I mean, they could accuse you of lying, but I'm just thinking like, what if you just say yes, I'm a member of a communist party? Then what?
yeah,
You're not allowed in.
yeah, something
But
like that. I mean, that's what they put on like citizenship tests and shit like that. I mean, I don't understand. It's
I
like
mean,
Red Scare type shit.
it's the kind of stupid shit that they ask people when they try to get like a gun license. It's like they ask like, do you use drugs like
Yeah,
all the
do you
time?
smoke weed? Have you killed someone? Or do you currently have a warrant out for your arrest?
It's
Shit like
like,
that.
yes, of course I do, and of course I'm going to admit it. Like
yeah. I mean, okay, this picture is just some apartments.
bleak concrete high-rise accommodation blocks.
Bleak. I mean,
Very,
I don't think they're that bleak. Like, what's wrong with them? They're just gray.
they're
Like,
yeah, they're normal. There's
yeah, I mean,
nothing bleak.
these type of apartment blocks are pretty common in like Asia and like parts of Russia and like Eastern Europe and shit. I mean, like, what's the big deal? Like,
I mean, we have we have like buildings like this in my town. The only difference is that they're not nearly as tall as these.
yeah,
Here, it's usually like the um, apartment buildings are like 3 or 4 or 5 stories high because there's not many
yeah,
people.
yeah. There's a couple of these in my city, but
They look pretty large. I mean, they have pretty big balconies and everything.
yeah. I mean, if you go to like New York or something, you'd see the same exact thing. I mean, depending on like how many people you want to house, obviously. So it's like, big fucking deal. They built a big apartment complex. Who cares?
Somebody should write like an article like this about Detroit,
Yeah.
and it would be like, it looks like Fallout 3. I mean,
yeah.
okay, the next one. Farmland stretches for as far as the eye can see.
This shit looks like a painting to me. I mean, it's probably a photograph, but it kind of looks like a painting a little bit.
Yeah, it probably is a collective farm again, because there's big groups of buildings in the background.
Yeah, this is not different from that other photo. It's like, dirt road, grass, houses, trees.
No, it's evil. I mean, um, I saw this article on, like, somebody shared this particular article on Facebook, and like, somebody pointed out that in South Korea, the rural, like, villages, they're, like, horrible.
Yeah.
That they're, like, not half as nice as the villages in North Korea. Not to
Yeah,
even mention the fucking slums around Seoul and all the big cities.
yeah, exactly. Shanty towns and shit. I mean,
People live in like metal shacks.
yeah, yeah. For those that don't know, like the even like the CIA World Factbook, which is just like a collection of the CIA's notes on countries, they just like, nonchalantly gloss over the fact they're like, free housing. It's like, that's not something other places in the world have most of the time. It's pretty fucking significant.
Yeah, but it's, again, like the CIA World Factbook, even though it is available, like you can get it, but it's not meant for the public.
Yeah,
So, the CIA doesn't buy into its own propaganda.
yeah,
They can make fun of the North Korean military and the North Korean economy and all that, but then at the end of the day, they still know that, it's not true.
yeah, exactly.
Novel way of maintaining power cables from Pyongyang's
Oh,
trams.
they got a cable guy. They're fucked up. They're fucked up when they got a cable guy.
Novel way. I don't know if that's very novel. I mean, they even have a special car for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll see like charter trucks and stuff like this around here that have like a ladder attached to them. That's a little bit more complicated. But I mean, like like they're a poor country. They're not gonna have that type of shit all the time. So what's the big deal here? Like, so yeah, I mean, that's just dumb.
But the car. I mean, it's clearly a car that's specifically designed to be used in this. So it's not like they just invented some totally wacky way of doing this.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how they do that in like what is the alternative?
Well, here they'll have like a charter truck or something like that, with like I don't know, it's like kind of like a what type of thing you see on a construction vehicle. I can't think of a name for it. It's like a neck that goes up and it's like automatic. Like they wouldn't have like a wooden ladder like that, but I mean, yeah,
Well, I mean, I think here they try to like increasingly put the cables into the ground because usually like when there's storms and lots of snow and when trees fall over like during the winter, they'll break the cables. So now they're
yeah,
increasingly trying to put them underground so that that wouldn't happen.
that's interesting. They don't do that here. I mean, all the shit's just above ground, like
But
cable towers. But,
yeah, but where I like in my town, it's a little bit more rural, and basically like all the power cables are like from the 60s and 70s, and they're literally made of wood. Like the poles are wooden.
yeah,
So the way they um the way they fix those is like a guy will literally like climb the wooden pole and fix it.
yeah, it has the rungs on it. Like,
So this I don't know how they do it in the more urban areas. I mean, I assume they use a car, but that's the way they do it here, like where it's a little bit more rural. It's actually pretty funny. Like recently, because they've privatized all this, of course. So recently, the corporation that owns the power grid where I live, and in most of Finland, it's like owned by some Australian company. They just increased the costs or the prices by 25% because they're saying that, oh well, it just costs money to fix this shit. Well, it's like they've been neglecting to fix those, like perform like proper maintenance for the past decades, and now all of a sudden they want to repair something. So it's like we gotta increase the prices by fucking 25%.
yeah, yeah, it's like in Flint where they wanted to fucking tax people more for their poisoned water. Like, that's pretty fucked up.
Hmm. Then it's a bunch of people walking in a large group.
Another thing they just don't give the context to. Like, there's just people walking,
Kim Jong-un's secretive state.
very secretive. People
Very
walk.
secretive. Yeah, I don't even know like what is so secretive about that. Like, I mean, they're not trying to isolate themselves. They are being isolated.
Yeah.
But like, what is so secretive about them? You can go and like you can go online and read North Korea's um, news. You can even watch their news broadcasts.
Yeah, you
online.
can access their website. So
Yeah, I mean they stream the news and everything online, so you can even watch them. So what is so secretive about them? You can even go there and see for yourself. I mean, it's easy enough for people to do that.
yeah,
I know multiple people who have done that.
yeah. I mean, it costs a decent amount of money. But other than
Yeah,
that,
true.
it's not entirely you know rare to be able to do that.
Yeah. Okay, then it's a picture of a like a flowers.
Yeah, bouquet of flowers. Like, okay, it's a dude with a watch with a bouquet of flowers with a guy standing in the background. Like,
I mean,
damn, this
clearly
this
he
looks like
asked,
clip art. Like,
but he had to like ask permission to take a picture. Like, oh, you got some flowers? Can I take a picture? Because he couldn't have taken this like secretively.
yeah,
Weird. Then it's a team of women cleaning a monument.
yeah. See, the thing about like the monument is that there's people cleaning it up because it's a monument, and they do that pretty much everywhere with monuments, is they want to keep it clean. I mean, you can't have like just shit laying around if it's a monument, so obviously people are gonna clean it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is a little weird, but like, it's not out of the ordinary. Like,
Yeah, although in the like the only thing that surprises me is that they use brooms like that. Although in the previous article that we commented on, like in that one they had like more um, modern and common looking brooms and stuff. But okay, maybe there is some special purpose why they use those kind of brooms. I don't know. I,
yeah,
I think the other pictures were taken in autumn, and this looks like it's summer. I don't know.
yeah. The fact that we have to question what types of brooms they're using is an issue with this entire thing. Like,
Yeah, it's it's stupid shit like that. It's like they say, oh, there's a novel way of doing this. Well, I mean, most people don't know how these things are cleaned anyway. Most people don't know how cables are fucking maintained, or like how do they even know that it's any different in their own country?
yeah, exactly.
Because I don't.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Okay, the next one is like a picture of a bridge and a bus.
Okay, it's like a bridge, above a river delta with a cart and a bus.
Yeah, and that goes against the argument that I think the previous article said that there's no like you can't move from one city to another unless you work for the military, so there's only military vehicles on the roads. But there's clearly just a regular bus,
Yeah,
and it's not, and the guy is not even on it, so it's clearly not for him. But interestingly, there's some numbers, so it says that only 700 kilometers of the 25,000-kilometer road network are paved. I don't know where they get that from, but
yeah,
would be interesting to see some comparisons to other countries if that is even true.
yeah,
I wonder how Finland compares to that, because as I said, like near where I live, pretty much only the main road is paved.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's like, where would they get a statistic like this? I mean, it's like 1 out of 25 roads are paved. It's like, well, I mean, it's poor,
Hmm.
again, it's a poor country, even if it is weird. Like,
I don't even understand, like, what is this fascination with paved roads? I mean, um, is it like so odd to not have paved roads? I mean, where I live, it's a pretty nice area. The road is not paved. I mean, it's slightly annoying because occasionally, like, there's like bumps and holes in the ground, and somebody has to go and like fix it. But it's a little bit annoying. But then again,
yeah,
what does it matter?
yeah, who cares?
If it
Like,
was a big deal, somebody would have paved the road. I mean, it's not like Finland is some poor third world country.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, in every city in the U.S. has like jokes about how shitty their roads are and how many potholes there are and just shit like that. It's like, people aren't too concerned with like maintaining roads. That's just like, who cares? This is just totally irrelevant. Like,
Yeah, I assume that in like I don't know what the term is called, but in Finland when every time it's like cold in the winter and the ground freezes, it like tends to severely damage the roads when that happens. I think it doesn't probably
oh, I
happen in
see.
the U.S., but there was this one case of this guy was driving on the highway and there was this like big hole in the road that was like the size of a football, and it he dro
Jeez.
he drove right into it. It like wrecked his car a little bit, and he sued the state for it. And I didn't even know you could sue the state for that,
Yeah.
but apparently you can, because yeah, I don't know.
That sounds about right. I mean, I think you can do that. I mean, yeah, you can sue the state, but I mean, you can kind of win, but
Yeah, but it's I think that North Korea is actually pretty cold, so I'm just wondering if they have those same kinds of problems. Because I think the climate is actually like sort of similar to the UK, which is surprising. People think it's like tropical or something, but no, it's cold. Hmm. Then there's again a picture of the same statue that we already saw, like in two other pictures.
see, this is a pretty like famous monument, so there's like routinely people going here, like teachers taking the students there. Like if you live in a state capital and like you're like a school teacher, you're gonna take your fucking students there, obviously. Like,
Yeah, this is like the Grand Canyon in the US, or like the Mount Rushmore,
yeah, like,
or
yeah, exactly. So, you know, they're bowing, whatever, showing respect to someone who they revere as a good leader who fucking kicked out the Japanese out of the country for fucking taking their resources and their labor. Like, that's fucking horrible.
yeah, how dare they?
How dare they build a statue to that guy?
Then there's the Arc of Triumph. Again, like, what is like? Okay, he risked his life to take a picture of this Arc of Triumph,
Like, there's no way in hell.
which is a very famous monument that they take you to see.
Yeah,
So okay,
it's a really nice monument. I mean, they have shit like that in Germany too. So, like, you know, who the hell cares?
isn't like the original, or well, original, but like, isn't there one in France that's like called Arc de Triomphe or something like that?
Yeah, probably.
Although I've heard that the one in North Korea is bigger, but looks pretty much the same.
It's like, oh, okay, it's a really nice monument. Like, so, I mean, there's no way in hell that, like, he wasn't allowed to take this picture of this monument.
Yeah, there's no way. Okay, then he. Okay, this is a picture of. I think it's a bus, or yeah, it's probably a bus.
Some tired people on a bus in the morning. How out of the ordinary.
Yeah, and just like in any other country, like there's the woman on the right is like on her iPhone or whatever, smartphone.
Yeah.
Or is that a bus? I mean, 'cause they have like a closet or something in the
Yeah, but
left.
the people are holding onto the top of it like it's moving or
Yeah,
something. So, I don't know. Who the hell knows?
but it looks like there's like a bunch of school children and stuff. So maybe yeah, it's probably a bus or something.
Yeah.
Very weird, very secretive. Like reporting from the secretive state of North Korea, we have discovered that they have buses with school kids.
Yeah. They have people on their buses. Just be aware of that. Like,
Yeah, take note of that. Okay, then it's accommodation blocks dominate Pyongyang's skyline.
yeah, we already showed a picture of this. I mean, like, what the hell? What's the big deal? They have big apartment complexes.
Pretty
There's,
interesting looking things. Like they got a lot of green plants and
yeah,
stuff. I wonder if that's a lake or if it's a river.
yeah, who knows? It's just like, hey, we're gonna scare the shit out of you by giving you all these aesthetically pleasing photographs. Show how
Yeah.
evil North Korea is.
Yeah, the mistake that they made when they took these photos was that they didn't change the colors into like gray and sepia tone.
Yeah,
Because like that's what they did with when they used the photos that were taken by Aram, whatever his name is, Aram Pam or something.
oh yeah,
He was complaining on his Facebook how other media outlets take his pictures and then alter the colors to make him look like it's all bleak and gray.
oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's extremely dishonest
Yeah,
because they just go out of their way to make it look bad. Okay, then it's like I assume that's a grocery store or something.
some sort of shop, food place. Like, who the
Hmm.
fuck cares?
What's in those bags? Is it like coffee maybe?
Yeah, the whole joke behind the movie, The Interview, which they say is so horrible, is that like, oh, they have all the food in North Korea is fake. It's like, oh, okay. Like, obviously not.
Yeah,
Like, people need food.
yeah, like I've heard the same argument that, oh, it's all just plastic food. Like, maybe in the fucking windows of these stores, like, they got plastic food, because, like, that's what all the stores here do. Like, they put
Yeah.
some plastic shit there, because, otherwise it's gonna rot. But it's
Yeah,
like,
people decorate shit with plastic food. That's just a thing people do. Like,
yeah, but it's like, why would they even go through this, all the trouble of, like, making this elaborate hoax when they still, at the end of the day, they do need actual food.
yeah.
So makes no sense. Okay, then it's a picture of a statue.
Yeah, I mean, I can't read Korean, but it doesn't look anything out of the ordinary.
I wonder what that is. Is it a nightclub or something?
I mean, it looks like it might be some sort of movie theater or something. But I don't know. Yeah,
Hmm.
or like, yeah, maybe some sort of art performance type thing. Like, there's big advertisements with electronic signs and shit. Like, what's so fucked up about this?
I don't know. Then it's a picture of a Pyongyang railway station.
Looks like any other subway in the fucking world.
Although, actually, this is probably not a subway. This is just a regular railway station.
Oh yeah, railway.
This looks just like the one in Helsinki.
This one looks a lot bigger than the ones that I've seen. Like the ones in Boston and like some other cities, like they're a lot smaller than this, sort of like cramped. But this looks pretty big. I mean,
This looks pretty much like the central railway station in Helsinki. Horrible Stalinism.
yeah.
Again, like, he risked his life to smuggle this picture out of the country.
I mean, this one, what the really? Like, are we really gonna go there? Like an elevator button?
An elevator button.
Much of the housing in Pyongyang is made up of high-rise blocks of flats, and they have elevators because they're really tall and they need elevators. And stairs, like accessibility for disabled people, how fucking horrible.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where are they gonna take this? You can even see his reflection in the mirror too, and he's like,
And there's someone else as well.
yeah, his minder was just sitting there being like, yo, he's like trying to crouch down and take a picture. He's like, no, you can't do that. But I mean, to his credit, there's a scratch in the letter 4 on the button, so like, I mean, that would be evidence of like some dictatorship shit.
Yeah. Damn. Okay, then it's just a picture of a guy who's, like, taking a piss. Like, what the fuck, man?
Like, yeah, you might actually have a guy be like, what the fuck? Like, you can't just go around taking pictures of people pissing. Actually, I mean, see, the weird thing is you can't do that here. I mean, if you just piss out in public like that, like the cops will arrest you and then they'll try you for being basically like a sex offender. But yeah.
Yeah, here they won't put you on a sex offender list, but you still can't do that.
Yeah.
They'll fine you. So yeah, okay, so you caught somebody doing something that's probably illegal, like a minor offense. Well done.
Yeah. You caught someone pissing. Great. I mean, that's like the one thing that might actually be like, hey, well, what are you doing, dude? Like, why are you taking a picture of that guy pissing? Like,
Yeah, and then like, can just imagine, like, this is a respectable, like, newspaper, and they published a picture of a guy who was pissing in public. This is just extraordinary. Like, Jesus Christ.
yeah.
This is the level of journalism going on.
Yeah.
Then there's some numbers again. North Korea has some 5,200 kilometers of railways, mostly in standard gauge. What does that mean?
Standard gauge which carry 80. I have no idea. 80% of the annual passenger traffic, 86% of freight, but electricity shortages undermine their efficiency. Oh, okay.
Where do these numbers come from?
Well, I guess more like 5 times as many kilometers in North Korea are covered by railways than are by paved roads, apparently.
Well, I mean, I assume that, let's see, what does it say? 80% of annual passenger traffic and 86% of freight. Okay, so quite a lot of passengers as well, but also a lot of just freight.
So, I mean, it might be that people just take the railway instead. Instead of, taking the bus or driving cars, maybe just take the railway somewhere.
Yeah, makes sense, but, also the fact that, of course, like, they need lots of railways to, take goods from one place to another.
Yeah.
Like, although in Finland they do use, like, trucks and like big transport cars to do that, but
Yeah, I mean here the railway is mostly used for freight. Like I mean, just like goods between like different like states and towns and shit.
yeah, that's probably better. I mean, here they use a lot of cars, but now that I think about it, like the railway network in Finland is kind of shitty. Like, it used to be better, like right after World War II, they built lots of railways, but they've taken a lot of those down. Like, I think one reason was that the company that owned lots of the passenger trains and the railroads, they took them down so that they could, I think, increase their profits in the buses and stuff like that. Which I think it's just sort of the same thing in the U.S. Like, didn't they like get rid of the railroads so that they could like make more money from selling cars?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I think Michael
It's
Parenti
possible.
said something about that.
Yeah, probably.
Like they destroyed the public transport so that people would have to buy cars,
Probably true. I mean, yeah, that's another thing. Like, 'cause
which is like
Michael,
precisely the wrong way to go.
yeah, like Michael Parenti would like, yeah, I mean, he would attack people who criticize, be like, oh yeah, fuck all these like Yugoslavians with all these like fucking shitty cars or whatever, with these like two-cylinder cars. It's like they're better for the environment, dude. Like, like what's the big fucking deal? Like, everyone doesn't own a fucking car. It's like what that thing Reagan did, where he's like, oh, in the Soviet Union, only 1 in every 10 people have cars. It's like, oh, how evil and fucked up that they don't pollute the environment to such a degree that you do. Like,
Yeah, they said the same thing about this Soviet cars. They were like, oh, they use this kind of fuel and it doesn't like accelerate as fast. And it's like, maybe in the American context, that's a valid criticism, but like to me and to Europeans, I mean, Americans are always like seen as these people who just want to have these totally ridiculous cars that just use like shit ton of fuel for no reason and pollute like crazy.
yeah.
Why do you need like is it a V8 engine?
Yeah, or like a Hummer, and people buy Hummers and shit. Like, what the fuck? Why do you need a Hummer? Like,
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Then it's some kind of tourist attraction.
yeah, it's like, oh, look, I put on this fucking shit so you can take a picture of a kid.
There's people having fun.
Yeah,
Evil. Can't have that.
like some mom or something took their kid to the fucking museum, and then he's playing with the horse, and she's taking a picture of him to like share the memory, and then this guy's just like, this is a secretive state.
The kid is
Oh,
dressed up as a samurai or something evil.
yeah. Yeah, and this next one is just literally the same picture as before, but like backwards.
Yeah, so I guess it is some kind of checkpoint maybe.
But I mean, we is the thing is they don't even tell you the context of the picture. I mean, this may as well be like the if he's in a train, it might be the Chinese North Korean checkpoint, which obviously they're going to have a checkpoint for. So
And again, there's pictures of people. I mean, that's a pretty wide road for like a sidewalk or whatever.
yeah,
What do
it
you
looks like
call
it's
it?
mainly used for like motorcycles or whatever.
Like a bike road, whatever
Yeah.
you call those.
I've never seen something like this before. Actually, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, usually there's just like a sidewalk and
Yeah,
that's
there's like
it.
some cycler lane or something like that, like on the side of the road. But looks like a whole road dedicated to just people on like bikes and motorcycles. It's pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah, I have no problem with this,
yeah.
but it's obviously just horrible.
And again, the houses in the background don't look particularly like run down or anything.
No, it's just awful. Yeah, nothing much to say. I mean, all of these pictures are just completely and utterly pointless.
They're really grasping at straws at this point. It's just, yeah, insane. Like,
Yeah, like, don't they have anything better to write about? I mean, at this very moment, there's a lot of tensions between U.S. and South Korea and North Korea because of the war games. But they're not writing about that. They're focusing on stupid shit like this.
yeah, I actually heard that North Korean weapons were found in Syria somewhere. Like, I think it was either part of Assad's regime or like something else. But yeah, I mean, they could be focusing on that. Like, that's a pretty interesting story. North Korea supplying weapons to someone in Syria. Like, but they've instead focused on this stupid shit. Like,
It is like really strange phenomena how even like supposedly respectable newspapers will just publish silly, trivial like shit like this.
Why does it say comments are closed in this picture gallery? They don't want people to comment and say how fucking dumb it is.
Do you have anything else to say?
Well, I mean, the U.S. is preventing us because the U.S. is a secretive state, and they won't let us comment on this article, so
The UK as well.
express our concern. Like,
Yeah, they're taking away our freedom of speech.
yeah.
Obama is a dictator. Well, I mean, Obama is a murderer. I mean, just today, like the U.S. killed 150 people in Somalia in one drone strike.
Yep.
150 fucking people. I mean, that's insanity.
Going after Al-Shabaab, but like obviously it wouldn't have just been fucking Al-Shabaab if you killed 150 people. So
Yeah, and they've actually said that they define everyone who's like a military age or like a the age that you can be to join a military, that any male who is of that age is considered a militant unless proven otherwise.
yeah.
Which is like, okay, 90% of the population. Like everyone's a militant unless proven otherwise. Like they've even done that with when they kill somebody, they consider that like a terrorist who has been killed, even though even if it was some random guy, they consider that it's a dead terrorist unless proven otherwise. And how would you even prove that otherwise? Like, we just killed you. Like, okay.
Yeah, that's how they count up the. If you look at the Wikipedia articles for like wars that the U.S. has been in, like the most recent ones, like Vietnam and like the Iraq War and shit, like all of the dead, or there's like millions of dead. It's like really there's like all these like thousands and millions of dead combatants. Like I don't think so. Like I think you just shot a bunch of civilians. Like so.
Yeah, I don't know how many people there.
Israel does the same thing too.
Well, yeah, I mean they have to, because it's like they killed 2,000 people in a couple of months. So it's like, clearly there aren't just like thousands and thousands of militants. Like, the UN spokesperson who was like in one of the UN schools that Israel bombed, he like totally broke down in the interview and cried.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow. That's yeah.
Because he was like in a school that was bombed, and the school was just full of wounded people and women and children, and Israel was bombing them.
Yeah, and I mean Palestine itself probably only has like 50,000 fighters collectively between like Hamas and Fatah and PFLP and shit. It's a very, very small amount if you compare it to the Israeli army, infinitesimal like compared, but that's what they do.
Yeah, like it's been proven that they pretty much just indiscriminately bomb the place.
Yeah. And I mean, it's like total bullshit in regards to that, because you can look at videos of like Hamas soldiers with like captured Israeli weapons. It's like, obviously they won at some point, otherwise they wouldn't have this shit. So
yeah, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Totally ridiculous article.
Yeah.
Just total horseshit from beginning to end. Wild speculation.
Blush pictures and elevator buttons and
fucking elevator buttons.
Yeah.
Picture of a guy taking a piss.
Yep.
That was a highlight in the guy's journalistic career.
Yeah.
Exposing the horrors of what goes on in the secretive state.
Paid $3,000 to come to China, then to North Korea, just take a picture of a guy taking a piss next to a fucking sidewalk. Like,
oh god.